Hi Hendrix, River, Ammon, and Ruby and Starling, Evie and Hankley. I was asked to make a short video of how I make soap, since I've been doing it for a long time, since 1996. I'll just give you a brief description of what I'm doing and hope you like it. I pour in some water into a pot. This water is going to be mixed with caustic soda. Caustic soda is your alkaline side of soap. Your oils are your acid side. And when they come together, they call sponification. That's what makes soap when I start to stir it. You'll see that later. Right now I'm going to get some caustic soda in a bowl. This is caustic soda. I use this. It's derived from seawater. I'm going to measure this out now. I have my water all poured in and my caustic soda. Now I'm going to go mix the two together. I have to do that outside because it puts out a lot of dangerous fumes. I've now mixed the caustic soda into the water and it's all dissolved, as you can see here. That'll later be entered in with the oils that I'll mix with, and that'll make soap. Today we're going to make calendula soap. I'm going to mix up all my oils and melt them down. As you see, this is palm kernel. It's flakes on this one. I'll melt all this down with coconut oil and palm oil and soy, and then a little shea butter in this case, and we'll go for there. Right now I'm lighting up the little camp stove I use to melt the oils down. Put this pot back on here and start putting all these oils into the pot. I've now added all my oils to melt. If you can see them down here, this is palm oil, shea butter, soy, and coconut oil, which is real good. It's all vegetable based. Then I will now add separately, I'll put in some olive oil, and then after these are all melted, I'll put the olive oil in. Now I've added, or I'm going to add, the calendula petals, which are very healing and good for your skin. So what I do is, these are dry, I'm going to add some avocado oil to those, and it kind of infuses them, kind of like a tea. I'm actually going to add my essential oil now to this calendula petals and avocado oil. Because the way the calendula soap's made, it has to go quicker. So I usually put this at the very end of the soap making process, but this one I'm going to add when I add the petals. So I have the oil pretty much all melted out now, as you can see. Got my olive oil waiting to be added, and I've got my calendula petals in both the avocado oil and essential oil, and I've made a box. I use these boxes for molding, and I've lined it with this plastic so that's ready to go. I've got all my oil in here, and I'm going to pour in the caustic soda, and you'll see what it looks like. And then I'm going to stir it with a blender at first, and then it's noisy, so I'll turn it off for now, but I'll show you as I put the oil. Watch. Now that's putting in the caustic soda. You can see it's starting to change already, and I'll just start mixing. Now you can see how thick it is. I've been stirring this for quite a while. That's called sponification. That's what makes the soap. A little bit I'll be pouring in the calendula petals, and sometimes I use different powders or different herbs or roots that are ground up to make the coloring. Okay, this is about getting ready to trace out good. You can see how thick it is and leaves kind of a mark as I stir it, and I'm almost ready to pour it in the box now. See if I leave it. You see how it traces? It leaves a mark when I pour the paddle. I've now poured it into the box that I had lined with plastic. You can see it's all set to go. I'm going to go put it on a shelf and cover it with blankets for up to 2 days. Now it's all covered up. Like I say, I'll let it sit for 2 days. It goes through a gelling process and then a cooling process, and then we'll take it out to the building and we'll cut it into bars. Okay, I've got the box all done. This one is one I did the other day. It's poison ivy relief soap. So what I do is I'll just take this box and I'll turn it over. And I'll try to lift off the box. After I lift off the box, there's the soap that remains. And I'll take off the plastic that you saw me put in the container, which I will cut later. There it is. All nice, ready to cut soon. I'm cutting the soaps down now from the big block that we had originally, and I'm cutting them. I use this as a little marker, a spacer, so that I know how thick to make them. And this is how they come out. And then these will then later be cut into the bars also. I'll be doing that in a minute. So you can see I put this here against the blade. It's like a big guillotine. And then I just cut down on the bar. And there you go. I'll go through the rest. Now this is my cutter that cuts those blocks down into actual bars. As I take the big block, as we just cut down, lay it down in here, and I just push down on it, and then take off the end piece. Now you can see it's a regular bar. I've got 7 bars out of this then.